Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
You are most welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can also leave a comment at the comment section button after watching, or send us your suggestion through our WhatsApp number, which is 0277128777. Thank you. Honorable Sam Pee Yalley has also come out giving a detailed explanation on why they chose Mahama to lead the NDC. He said they chose Mahama because they need an experienced person who can make Ghana work again. He also blasted the NPP on their reckless statements about Naana as their running mate. He also said a lot of things about Bawumia, which make him not to be a president or somebody who will lead, or somebody who is best to be the leader of Ghana. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you.
Member of the Movement for Change, starting a discussion on the running mate. Dr. Bawumia is window shopping for a running mate, and many names have been mentioned this week. In fact, initially the names that came up, I was surprised to hear the name of Honorable Renato Shiado. Her name has come up. So, the name of the Chief of Staff, Madam, the Chief of Staff has come up consistently. Yeah, her name has come up consistently. The name of course, Napo was seen to be in the lead. He was the leading candidate for the position. That's Dr. Matthew Poku-Pembrem, who is the energy minister. His name is also still in the race. There's the name of Dr. Oseduchum, who is education minister. And of course, there's the name of Kojo Poku, who just come up. Kojo Poku's name was raised as the 5. In fact, the initial story, that was the 5 names that were published. Subsequently, I've seen people trying to bring in the name of Osechimen Sabonsu, the former majority leader, and also the name of Madame Osola Osu, who is the Minister for Communications. Those are the names that have been mentioned. But my friend at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Dr. Amachi Boateng, says that the foremost consideration is that the person must be from the Ashanti region. That's the foremost consideration. So anybody in there who is not from the Ashanti region, first of all, does not qualify to be considered. That the running mate must come necessarily from the Ashanti region. Ambassador Sam Pee Yalley.
Thank you very much. Good morning to your viewers who have not seen me for a long time. But every day I watch your program. And today, my junior has confirmed that he's a very smart guy. Very smart. He was smart in school when he has exhibited today. The topic for discussion was the NPP's Bawumia's running mate. But as smart as he is, he tried to jumble it to an Alan Chamantin campaign. I have a great deal of respect for Alan. And the campaign for or against him has not started. But for or against him has not started. But you have taken the lead. But to say that people should vote for Alan Chamantin over John Mahama is one of the calamitous statements you can ever make, if I should borrow your own words. On account that Alan has been in the system, this rotten system, all his life. And that if he had been elected the flag bearer, he would still have been with the MPP. So that discussion is for another day. Let us come to what you have asked us to come and discuss. And to add that we in the NDC, since the NDC was formed, we have always known our leaders or who our leaders will be. NDC. So apart from Professor Mensah's time, where Edianen and the rest tried to contest Professor Mills, you remember? NDC we have always known, and even the result that came, you know that the NDC was decided before even we went to the Congress. When we went to Sinyani to face Nana Kunedu Rollins, the president's, former president's own wife, we also said, showed that, no, President, we love you, but we don't want your wife here around us. So as for NDC, we always know who our leaders will be. Not because of patriotism, not because of cronyism, not because of anything, but because of the character and, the quality of the leaders that we have. Why are we bringing John Mahama back, even though he has one term of office? We are bringing John Mahama back because he's the only one with experience. He's the only one with proven capacity to bring up Ghanaians, to repair the rot you, Alancha Martin, and the rest of MPP has brought to this country. That's the only reason why we are bringing John Mahama. Sana, you have asked me to give my view about Bawumia's running mate. No, so. I was thinking that the MPP having boasted all the time that we have the men, and unfortunately I don't hear them say it this time anymore, that we have the men. It have just taken them just 1 minute to select a running mate. Just 1 minute to select a running mate. And let us examine the factors that has inhibited them themselves from selecting a running mate. NPP used to run a campaign of tribal campaign. If you go to certain parts of the country, you see, they still do it.
You're talking like you're talking in the past.
They run a system of, a campaign system, which is that man tafundi eso. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was a clarion call. Man, take this to the, because Mahama was from the north. Because Mahama was from the north, man, 10 India so. Today, what's the story? And let me give you a classical illustration of Yamateni India so. Remember Joshua Kamba was passing through a school and the students saw him and they started complaining about their plight. You remember? Then we have one buffoon of a regional minister. Buffoon of a regional minister. Take to the mic. Mu Akamba ntafo mu fi mu first no ya mu de ya de mu ba ya tete mu ansa dware mu ansa na ya de mabokomase. And I was gee, it took the Asante to douse the trouble because of what that was generating. For the Asante to say that, look, young canon, no ye kofan crofo fee esro ebe fire mano and san oma awe. Do you remember that? I can see it. It took the Asante to douse the tension. But this buffoon of a regional minister, openly, when you were sitting in Kumasi,
which minister?
Ashanti regional minister,
The
current one.
one who went to give that interview.
Yes, that one.
Was trying to remember.
You didn't know what he had done.
Oh, that one.
Yes, that one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is a classical illustration of how tribalistic, myopic the MPP had been. They had forgotten that Aliu Mahama, that respected vice president, was also from the north. They have forgotten that Tolona was also from the north. So the NPP for a long time have been playing the politics of convenience. They can slash your hand, cut it off to win. And then when they are sitting, they have forgotten that they themselves have cut your hand. That was the NPP. Then John Mahama went and said, look, these people, watch them. They will use you and dump you. Oh, then they decided that then we elected Northern as a regional, as our flag bearer. Senna, the records are that. To confirm what my brother Nyaho Tamaklo said, but for Akufo-Addo, Bawumia would not have been even a regional chairman of the party. No. Because he had never attended even a branch meeting of the MPP when he was elected as a running mate, ally. He had never. And in fact, Bawumia's parents, both parents are known NDC members. Bawumia's mother, Hadia, is a known NDC member. And the father became our Council of State chairman. Bawumia's senior brother, right, was a colleague ambassador in Burkina Faso, and he's still a member of the NDC. Speculations are that Bawumia himself wanted to become the running mate of the NDC. Bawumia. So they have elected him as our the running mate, the flag bearer of the NPP. And all of a sudden, he's been pushed on us, and that he's going to be our salvation. As for that, we are going to come on that. What Bawumia represents, we are going to come on that when the real issues come. But today, you say we should discuss his running mate, isn't it? Senator, the NPP now NPP is cast in a mold that if you don't elect somebody from Ashanti region, we shall not win the election. No, so today, the qualification of any person becoming Bawumia's running mate is that is from Ashanti region. That one. Senator, the Ashanti region since 1992 has turned about 42 MPs. Since 92, 42 MPs, including those whose names are being mentioned. It took the Ashanti himself, Nana, to now solicit Talasulala to repair the Kumasi Confanachi Hospital. Ashanti region has produced a bunch of MPs, loud-mouthed MPs all across, who have never done anything for the Ashanti region. And I'm told when you go to Kumasi, the only place that I've seen development is that place where NDC MP is. What's the name? Asawasi. They themselves say it. And you have this buffet of a regional minister again sitting in front of a camera and being asked, how many projects can you say are your flagship project in Ashanti? Senator, that was a disaster of an interview. The man sat down several minutes and couldn't say what they have done in Ashanti. He was being truthful. He was being truthful because they haven't done anything for Ashanti. And so anybody from Ashanti being elected the running mate based solely on the qualification that is from the Ashanti region is meaningless. Because the people of Ashanti would these days not go back to the ancient history of saying that, oh, now you will not MPP. That era is gone. They used to say we have three things: Otunfo, Kotoko, and MPP. These days the story is different. And if you look at the 2020 election, the NDC did better in Ashanti than even our stronghold voter region. Right? Am I right? Yes. And we, Sana, watch my lips. We, NDC, we know what we are doing in the Ashanti region. We know what we are doing in the Ashanti region. We will surprise them like eclipse. Now look at the names that have come. Look at the names that have come to be elected as running mates. If even it is true, these days, if you have some money, I don't know, and can get some tabloid to say Pee Yalley is leading, then you are leading. You remember that the first time Bawumia was actually present his running mate was some months ago at Aliza, and they said they didn't like it. We are waiting for them. Look at the person who you said was the front runner. Look at him, Matthew Puku Prempe. No, so I used to like him a lot, and see, when you want to know the character of a person, wait until he speaks. Then you know who he is. You remember when parents were frustrated? Parents were frustrated because of the posting of a secondary school student, and they came to the Independence Square upon your own invitation that they should come so that people will take care of them. In an interview, all you said, "Oh, Mahama, they have been buzzed by Mahama." Oh, put that aside. A school reported that they didn't have a toilet. Bawumia's favorite toilet. Bawumia's favorite project, toilet, which even assemblymen don't want to commission. That's what the vice president specialty is, toilet. Then Napo told them, go and, excuse me to say, it's too early in the morning, go and use polythene bags. Have you forgotten? Are we going to have such a vice president just because he's an Ashanti? See, council, have you listened to the Ashanti Hene? And the wisdom he has used when he speaks. So Napo cannot say because he's Ashanti, he should be elected. Because compare what he says in public to what the Ashanti Hene does in public. As if that was not enough. There is doomsday. There is light off. Me, I call it transformer because they say we should call it transformer. They don't want it to be called doomsday. So me, I call it. They say they are changing transformer. 7 years they have changed transformers, so I call it transformer. And this transformer or doomsday or whatever he himself calls it, doomsday, has killed children at Tema Hospital. It becomes a matter of concern. Sana, they ask you, and look at the rude arrogance. Napo, you are not the first minister of energy. I'm telling you, if you go to your office on Tuesday, you will see pictures of several persons who have become ministers of energy before. Not so. What right do you have to tell us? Those who say they want a timetable, they should go and bring timetables. You want to be a what? Running mate? You see, those who the gods want to destroy, then they come to who else? Who else you say is the second runner? My friend Educhum. I must concede that Educhum has done far better in education than his former boss Napo, because the STEM program he's bringing, I think, is interesting for educational system. But he himself has some skeletons in his cupboard. You remember that, whether it's true or not, people were allowed to be using his name and password to be collecting monies from people for the placement of schools in schools. Sana, you remember?
Yeah.
As a minister, your password and name is being used to collect monies from people. What has he said about it? We are going to elect him because he's from Ashanti. Now that Wound to me has been proved wrong, that a female can be a running mate, because to him a female can never be a running mate. You see the MPP also trying to bring the faces of running mates. Before I go on, Chief, you are from the MPP. Do you have shame at all?
I'm not from the
No, you used to be.
No, I'm not from the
Sana, this political party, there's allegation that you yourself are alleging that Don Kuma did not die of a natural death. They themselves were alleged, not me, not you, not Dr. Percy. You themselves were alleging. At his funeral, at his funeral. Nana Akufo-Addo, the widow, the widow and everybody was sitting there. Not so. Yeah. Chiefs were sitting there. Tradition was being observed. Is that the place you have to sing happy birthday to Akufo-Addo? Sena, is that the place to sing the birthday of Akufo-Addo? So the MPP has now moved from a political party into a bunch of wagoons. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect anybody, believing that once they win Ashanti, they have won the country. Their NDC's running mate. The NDC running mate. You know the NDC running mate? Yeah. Nana Opoku Agyemang. Jane Nana Opoku Agyemang. Was not sought for because he's from Ashanti, from the West Central region. He was not sought for because he was a woman. Nana Opoku Agyemang was selected because he was a woman of women. A woman who on her own has broken the glass ceiling in the academia. A lie. A lie. Tell me what are they lie? That he has broken the glass ceiling on the academia on her own as Nana Opoku Agyemang is the first female vice chancellor. I don't like to say that it's the best university in UCC.
No, it's not. The best university is KNUST.
What about Lagos, my friend?
I want to boast. I'll say the best university is KNUST.
Sana, Nana Opoku Agyemang is not just a woman, though. You remember what he said? I am a woman, I know, but I have opened the door. I wouldn't close it so that more women can pass through. What else do you want? You were talking about leadership and transformation, not so?
Yeah.
Leadership. Who else can be our running mate than a woman who was the vice chancellor? What did he show at the UCC? Is it not leadership? Is it not competence? Sana, is it not competence we are looking for? Are we looking for Nana Opoku Agyemang because he's from my village?
Oh, you have forgotten your own village.
No. You are like the Ashanti regional minister. You.
No, I'm not like you. So you don't like him.
See, we didn't elect Nana Opoku Agyemang because he's from Commander. We didn't elect Nana Opoku Agyemang because some fanciful reasons. We elected Nana Opoku Agyemang because of her competence, integrity, loyalty. We are waiting for which woman they will bring. Sana, why did you even make this a topic? For me, when the bucket is down, the content is not necessary because the content is gone. Was it not Bawumia himself who said, if the president or the leader is incompetent, the flag bearer doesn't mean anything? You yourself, Bawumia, you yourself, your competence level is far below zero. Far below zero. Listen to him. Listen to Bawumia. If you elect me, I will give you tax exemptions. Amnesty. Thank you very much, Council. If tax exempt amnesty is good for Ghanaian businessmen, you are the vice president. Why don't you go to the president and say, Mr. President, let us introduce tax amnesty so that Ghanaian businessmen will be happy? You went to the port. You said what? Paperless port. Whatever what you call. Today, our port in Tama and Takrady are empty. Empty. You tell us we are going to move from taxation to what? Production. And you scammed us with industries. phantom industries. Sana, this country needs a halt, right? So that we can reboot. Because this MPP government has transgressed and destroyed every institution in Ghana. Look at our water bodies. Sana, if you read the constitution, the president is the custodian of all our natural resources, including our water bodies. So the scorecard of Akufo-Addo, number one, is that he is the president who supervises the destruction of our water bodies. Before I forget, you remember the president brought some gold catchers, 100 of them, gold catchers, and established the community mining groups. Question is, when these community miners extract the gold, and who owns it? The community mining. Who owns the gold? The gold extractors. Who did Akufo-Addo give to? Who did Akufo-Addo give the gold extractors to? Who owns the community minings? Which are destroyed our water bodies? Sana, look at our education system. Parents who are not paying school fees for free SHS are so happy. But parents, don't forget that you don't send a child to school at 4 years, free SHS at 4 years. Do you? You go through a system, primary school. You struggle to pay those fees before it goes to the free SHS. The free SHS council you people brought was vote catching like gold. It was for vote catching. These are the people who are turning 18, isn't it? And so let us catch them. That was the purpose. Otherwise, a good policy like that should have Kwame Nkrumah started free education, isn't it? From primary school. Then you said, Bawumia, you said what? One district, one dam. Your own place. Are the dams there? The last time I checked, you, Dr. Bawumia, you even sent expired goods to your people for Ramadan. Expired. Have you forgotten?
Yeah.
Expired product. Not knowing that there's a cabal in his office that go to port to take people's rice. And the case is in court now. That people from his office were using his letterhead to go and take people's rice on demurrage. Vice President. Too. And I want to end. I'm not a Muslim. But one of the tenets I've learned from Islam is that a married woman should cover the head, isn't it? The hair. Bawumia is the only vice president whose wife dresses like ordinary, and you call somebody incompetent. Whatever or whoever becomes the vice president of the NPP is just coming for decoration. That people of Ghana will vote for him because he has elected Napo, Edichum, Natoshi, doesn't mean nothing. Look at Daya, they all look at Daya. What we have seen under this government, that today, Akufo-Addo cannot simply sign a bill or bills that has come to his office just because we are going to lose 3 billion. Wow. Bawumia, where is your competence? What have you advised the president to? Today, I hear yesterday he was in Presby Church. Yesterday. Bawumia is a contradiction, a bundle of contradictions. So let me end here. But for me, one of the falsehood of history is Bawumia's entry into politics. One of the falsehoods, because when he became the flag bearer of MPP, he was not even a member of the MPP. True or false? Council, true or false?
Yeah, the vice presidential.
Yes, he was not even a member of the MPP until Asasi Radio said his British citizenship was a clerical error. You know, this issue came up that he had married a British, which he has not denied. He had a British citizenship. He didn't deny. All it took was Asasi Radio saying that it was a clerical error, and Ghanaians believed it. One day the truth will come out. But I pray to Ghanaians that never again should we vote NPP because of what they have done to this country. And let me add, Council, you said Kwame Nkrumah said something. It's like neocolonialism.
Yeah.
It's like two people fighting, two families fighting for a property. So now you are the rightful owner, isn't it? But Council is a lawyer, so he fight with you until, may God forbid, you die. Then his relatives are still alive. All right? His relatives are still alive. What do you think will happen? No wonder they have reversed or sought to reverse everything Kwame Nkrumah did. But history is an interesting character. History. You know, when we were Ghana turned at 50, it was the NP and the NPP. You remember? Any national historical event happens under MPP. Because God wants them to see that what they did to this country is not right.
Okay.
Including putting pictures of persons who don't deserve to be on our currency as so-called big six. It's another falsehood which we shall address another time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ambassador. If you just join us, the mother of all talk shows, Alaji and Alaji. We are live from the...
Thank you for watching. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time. Please, if today being your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for us. Hit the notification bell, like, and also share to other members to watch as well. Thank you.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.